Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a new video, and this time I wanted to do a live. So this is the video where I'm going to share the work of the community, and here I'm prepared to share with you the work on Facebook. So this is if you want to know where I share, I have the link of the Facebook links below. And what I want to do as being more involved with the community and the people that is following me, it's sharing these videos what the people is painting, and I create a group where you can share your work. I will comment and I will go through the different paint jobs of the different people that have posted there, and just give my comment and advices. Sometimes if you don't like, it's all in the purpose of improving, to give positive feedback, and also to share with the community other painters, other people in the hobby. So I really, it's a way to expose to the people, or to show to the people the work from other painters. So I will go and start sharing my screen. I hope it works. Let's see if I can share now. So this, I hope, is showing what I'm sharing. And yeah, and let's start. So this is the work that I will start on August. So it will go up to this August 9. So this is my work. I will not pay too much attention to my work. And here we have this from August 3rd. And this is the Glockin. This Glockin is from Richard Granger, or Granger. Sorry if I mispronounced the last name, Richard Granger. And here we have is a Glockin. Okay, it's really nicely painted. I think I like to see this flesh color here. The horns look also quite nice with this dark touch at the end. It's quite a big and complex miniature, so I guess you had to spend some time painting this. Yeah, it's being a nice job. The base is also very gnarly, very gnarly, with all this type of poisoned water there. We have here, it looks like some blood effects. It's a pity I cannot zoom in a little bit. Let me see. No, I cannot zoom in. I go back to Facebook, so I don't think I can zoom in, but yeah, so on. It's looking quite nice. Yeah, I think it's a great job. There no much to say here, so I really like to see these big miniatures. And next time, if you can put some close-ups of the miniature, so we can look in more detail, some of the details of the miniature, because when it's so big, everything it's looking quite small. But it's very nargle. I think it show the nargle. Yeah, it captures the nargle atmosphere. I think it's a nice job. So on. So it will keep going up. And we have more from Richard. These are, yeah, yes, these are Herald of Norgel, or one of the plague bearers of a unit. And here, what I like to see here is the difference when you have flash and you don't have flash. No, sorry, it's not the difference between flash and no flash. Sorry for that. And so he reviewed the work on the Norgel. So yeah, I guess this is the second one. I'm wondering. Yeah. Okay. So again, nice paint jobs on these Nargel guys. They look quite nice as well. And yeah, with the pictures, the polling the picture with flash is not good to see how was done before. It's washing out a little bit. No, it's much more bloodier, and we have all these new technical paints. Yeah, he had more blood to the guts, looking him much nastier, to be fair. Here's a very interesting thing. This is from Esrodan Jovanovic, and it looks like, yeah, he's saying that it's from it's a Finnish, the Iron Throne from A Song of Ice and Fire. Looks like the Iron Throne of Game of Thrones, so it's made of melted swords. So pretty interesting piece, very curious. I don't know why my computer does not want to show this one. So it's not going very fast, my computer today. It's having some problems. A very interesting one. I guess it's just it's you can see that he dedicates some time to do some details. We have all these gold handles, so it's although it can be something that you can paint quite fast, it's good that you dedicate some time to pick up some of these details and give you much more life to the piece. So yeah, it's the Grumpy Guy Gaming of Esrodan. Is always doing some nice jobs here and sharing some nice work here in the group. So I will go up, and this is from Austin Reaper. Okay, and here we have again, this I guess is from, yeah, it's from War Machine. These are quicks from War Machine. In fact, I'm not very familiar with War Machine, to be fair, but he's adding these ghostly things, painting this like ghostly. The armor looks quite weathered. I think it's matching with the look of this guy that looks like a little bit between orc or some type of this type of creatures. Really, the armor, I like a lot how the armor is looking rust and used. If I will say, I will add a little bit more of shade on the chains, maybe. The glowing on the eyes is well done. All these glowing things look quite nice. It looking quite, but it's like, I guess it's like a mixture of undead with the rusted armor. Here we have another type of undead guy from Quicks. Again, this color works well to do the look of the ethereal look, on that look, plus the rotting flesh here. The look like the super pale flesh, and I also like the hoist on the axe. Here we see from this angle. And here we have some skeletons, type of skeleton. We have this type, and this pirate, and the other one. Again, working with these greens that help on that and ethereal look. The base is also quite interesting. I guess it's matching with the concept, this type of wood. And another armor guy. Really, the armors I like how they look like. Okay, we have from another side. These ones have not the ghosts on top, but the eye is looking quite interesting. I like what I see here. Okay, another side, and this was the first one. So a nice job on these quicks. They look quite, and also here I don't know I like the color of the armors. Adding this type of brass or goldish type of colors is breaking a little bit the monotone, and I guess also adding this ghost and the green is also combining very well. So let's go to the next one, and this is from Mario Moray or Moraye, and these are night hounds. So he painted he's saying my latest night hounds and an army so far. A picture at the end. Yeah, sorry if the pictures are not that good. I don't know if you have put flash on the camera, but this picture is not that bad. And what I like on this is the I think what I like is the ghostly things, but combining with the metal is giving this combination of ethereal and at the same time solid. The sword, it's quite nicely done with this rust effect as well on the helm. Sorry, the horns. Maybe I will have used the same green on the horns to give this ethereal look, I like that the clothes are this dark, and then this fire, this green fire, this green type of thing is helping to reinforce the magical look. So on, I like a lot the color palette you use on these guys. From the other side, I'm not sure, just one thing, I'm not sure if I will use red because it's going too close to the rust. Maybe it's good to here repeat again the same black that you use on the horse, same black highlighted with greenish. I think on the greens you have done really a good job combining all the different greens to give this combination of ethereal and solid look to the guy. Again here, very nicely done. I like a lot. Again the rust thing, the face very well picking up the eyes and at least the shape of the eyes and so on. The combination of greens for this is really very nicely done. Looks very nice. On the other side, I think you use flash and it's washing a little bit. Not sure about that. And here, for example, it makes more sense that this is this reddish color because we'll give the look of rust. But I will not use the same color for clothes. I will only use it for armor and leaving the cloth for this, and also the other one that was black highlighted with green. This one is very rich. I really like this cloth. So you go from almost white to very dark, and it gives this sensation of between ethereal and solid. I think here you did an excellent work on this piece of cloth. And I guess what looks like is just working with washes and dye brush, and you can really achieve very nice looks. But I guess you use more than one wash because I see that this is a bluish one, and then there is the one that is much darker. Sorry, I went too fast on this one. Okay, we have from the other side. This guy is also nice. Have less magical things. I don't know if these are clothes or are armor. Say if this is clothes, I think it's better if you go for a different color to not go that close to the metallic, the rust metallic. Because it looks more than for the coats sculpt. These are clothes with some nails at the end or some. So you can go, I don't know if it's armor, sorry, but if it's not armor and it's clothes, I recommend you to go for different color. But again, this work on these clothes are looking really nice, and the rust on the keys and on very, very nice. I really like, and this unit is looking awesome. So very nice work on these night hounds. So yeah, this is the final picture of the night hound complete. So thanks a lot for sharing, Mario. I will not go to the videos. This is something that I just want to share. Is quite curious. These are just scattered terrain, but it's more like historical terrain, and I like a lot these things. And here there is a couple of the days that I want to pay attention. So look, these things here that look like green tomatoes or something like that. He's adding some red, and this gives a lot of richness to what you paint. My favorite part of all this kit is first all this food, and then the wood. The wood is also looking very realistic. The only thing that I will check, I'm not sure about the dry brush here. It looks more like stony and different. It's not looking really like fabric, at least these parts. The leather here is excellent. It's very nice. The only thing that is, I think you can make a look, maybe, and I know it is a piece of terrain, and maybe you cannot spend a lot of time. But this fabric, I don't know if it's the picture, but does not look more. The dry brush is not making justice to what you can do with the paint job. At least what you do on the other parts. The other parts are much nicely done. Here we have some scattered ruins, something like that, and some garden walls. I don't know how it's called this really. Yeah, more of that. Also these ones, very nicely done. So it's really nice scattered terrain, I guess, for a historical game. I prefer to focus only, as I said, on the miniatures. These are some of my miniatures. If you follow my channel, you know them, so I will not spend time on my miniatures neither. More terrain from Erzan, and this is more. This is a 40k terrain. I'm also going to paint this, but he did an excellent job. It's looking so nice. I don't know if you have used airbrush. For me, it looks like he's using making a very good use of the airbrush, but it's looking really nice. I really like what I see here. It's and it's nice that people is spending time on terrain. Here we have the glowing, well done, not overdoing, just being very subtle, but it's working very well. And we see, and also adding these elements with more reddish and gold colors are giving the miniature combined more richness. So sometimes when you do terrain, you don't need to do all the details, but picking up some key details will give much richness to the terrain. But I have to say here, he really pick up most of the details, and he really paint this to the detail. And it's a bit of it's looking really nice. Here we have another one from Richard. I really like a lot. I think this is one of the pieces I like most of what he shared. Let me see if I can make it bigger. So here, things that I like a lot is the skin. The skin really looks portrait. Combining red and green pustules is making the miniature more interesting. The red maybe looks too much red. I will use more a browny red if I was you, but it is mainly my taste to make it look more like portrait. The detail of the green thing falling from this hole here is also very good, nice. A nice job. So the other thing I may do, you can try to make a wash over this to make it less, to kill a little bit the brightness of this color. You can put a wash with Seraphim Sepia or make a wash with Aglax Earthshade. Will give more color variation and will make this not to be a focused point. So the people is looking more on the put with blind king than. And the base should be able to support the blind king, not to draw attention. But so on, it's very nice, and I think this is one of my favorite works you did together with the Glock King. Let's keep going up. Here we have more from Richard, and now he's changing topic and going to dwarfs. This dwarf looks very nice, and using some snow. The cannon, and you see the runes and all the decoration very well differentiated from the rest of the cannon. Very clean paint job. Yeah, the beards very well done. So really nice paint job here. I think this one is a little bit white by the light. I don't know if the flash have been shot here. I will work a little bit more on this, but it's looking quite nice. And the hair, it's well done. You can see all the hair and detail. This one as well. The only thing I will add here, maybe add some coloration to this blue, maybe a scratch or some like highlight, random highlight. And yeah, you can do a wash as well here on this type of gold. Aglax Earthshade will give a very nice shading here, and the flesh shade, I forgot now the name. The skin shade will give a very nice shading on the gold. Just as an idea, but so on is looking very nice, very clean. ready to fight. And here we have, of course, being Richard, we have some Nurgle. And this is really a very nice miniature, a very spectacular one. Well done on the eyes, on the screen. The caparas the shell is nicely painted. So this one looks really nice. What I like is that they all them have the same eyes, and this it's always interesting, and it's always important to dedicate time on the faces and eyes, because this is part that give more life to the picture. And here I think he had here a Mario type of plant. This is have the Mario colors. So I don't know if it's a tribute, because yeah, it looks like one of these let's call this. Oh, today I'm one of this one looks like the one pick up from Mario. Nicely done. I really like. I'm sorry if I get. Oh, I think this was the last one. If I'm not wrong, yes. But nice, and to see that you can change from Nurgle to Dwarf, that demand different type of finishing. As I said, I will not pay attention on my miniatures. And here we go to Austin Ripper. Finished these guys this week. I think came out pretty well. But I think, let's see. So I think it's more quicks, this one, more this type of undeath. Yeah, they come quite nicely. Again, this green color is contrasting it's working very nicely with the rest of the armor. I think on the metallics you are doing quite a nice job differentiating different parts of the armor. And it yeah, it's quite a nice they look quite nice. Okay, here we have I don't know if these are, yeah, it looks like a mix of zombie or skeletons. This guy looks quite fun to paint. So they are quite nicely done. All these dots, I don't know if the only thing is that I see that you use this, I guess it's coming from the dry brush, I'm not sure. This one looks quite interesting. I'm curious why this is paint like armor. I guess the armor is taking the shape of the faces he's absorbing, but I will make use of the ethereal look here on this part. Even if it's armor, I will have give the glowing of ethereal. Maybe we have to make this look more spectacular, because now all this sculpt here is a little bit lost with the armor plates. The skin, it's nicely, yeah, it's quite nicely done. The wood, you can try to next time to go for more pale wood. I don't say pine, but something that is more like what we have seen in the earthen type of wood, more pale greenish, to say it in a way. But definitely on this miniature, I'm curious, but maybe it's how it's painted or is it base, but I will have done this more on the glowing, like you have done in other miniatures previously in the what you shared previous. But so on, they look quite nice. Okay. Yeah, I like this base with these water effects. I think it's interesting. And we are back to the first miniature. Thanks for sharing, Austin. I think you have sharing a very nice work. But thanks everybody that is sharing here. And we have now the Nighthaunt paint by Esran. Here we will see a different style, and there is some also banshees here. Let's see. Yeah, this guy, you see, he went for less rust than we have seen previously. The scarf of the sword in red. Here, what I was explaining at the beginning, I will do the horns on the green type of ethereal look. I think he's following what I would have done. Not sure if I would have put this red here. I think it's too contrasting with the rest of the miniature. We'll have go more for leather. If you want to do this more like a solid part, I will have used more a dark brown, something like that. Sorry, the jam. As I say here, you see, I like this color transition is very nicely done. Yeah, he's really have a very good control on what he's doing. I think Erdogan is doing an excellent job on the paint jobs. Here I will say this white is too striking. So, and I know that you can do it better, but maybe this white here is a little bit too striking. I don't know if maybe it's the picture and it's fooling me. And you can add a little bit more. I suggest that you add a little bit of rust on the metallics. It will look like more ancient, old. This guy also looks very nice. This is one of my favorite guys as well from the Nighthound. Going more for the blue, I guess, is to change from the green. I have seen here. This guy against. I'm not convinced about the red. I think it's dragging too much attention. If you add red, and I think you should be, yeah, adding red only to one unit or very scattered is not. I'm not fan of that. If you add red to these guys, I think you should add something red to the Banshees as well. I see that you try to do it with the flowers, the falling flowers on the ground, but I'm not sure I will add this red on this part of these guys. These Banshees looks really nice, and I like a lot the transition from white to bluish. I think you did excellent work on that. This I like as well here. You went for a different direction. Most of the people is doing this like bone, and I see that you went for more a ghostly, and I think it's working more like a ghost look. But like again, I don't know what you were looking for doing this very bright strokes with light gray or almost white, but I will make them smoother if I was you. But so on is an excellent force. Okay, they look really nice, and yeah, I really like enjoying watching them. So nice work here. Let me just check if there is someone connected. No. Okay. I go back to the. Okay, this one, something different, is from Michael Redding. And these are some Dark Angels. And how it's called this? Deathwing. Today I'm bad with my memory. These are the Deathwing Knights. Is one I need to add them to my collection of Spaceman. Is one of my favorite Terminators. They were not very good on 8, but I on 7, but they are quite good now on 8, I think. But doesn't matter. In terms of miniatures, they are very nice. The green color is tricky sometimes to do. I think he's doing here a very nice work. If you want to try, the next step is to try to do a very soft edge highlight with white. It will give more sharpness to the miniatures, but so on, it's very nicely done. As well on the greens, I will on the green parts, I will do maybe one highlight more. But yeah, I really like how it looks like. The unit looks like the tank as well. I know painting Land Riders can be a pain sometimes, so see you prefer to go for the decals. It's quite nicely painted. Picking up all these rivets and making this shading, it's quite a pain. Also, doing this here, I know by experience of the two Land Riders I paint, doing all this shading, it's quite time consuming. But I think it pays back. I think makes the meter to pop up all the details. So on quite. I would suggest maybe here the paint was a little bit too thick. I don't know why you have all this, or maybe you paint on top of all meter, but this looks very rough here. And it's curious because on the other side, it's much, well, here on the meter is completely smooth and thin. The other side is much better. So I don't know if you had a problem there, or there was a problem as well. All the land riders have this problem here. So, and sometimes the matching is not that perfect. It's quite, no, it's starting to be an all-meter. One detail that I missed the first time, this thing here, the overheat metal, it's nicely, it give some additional detail. Here we have the unit with the land rider. Yeah, I also forget to do that. I suggest you once to drill, especially when it's a big heavy bolters, to drill that. But a nice unit, well executed, looks very nice on the table, but looks awesome to fight them. So let's go to the next. Yeah, this is my other night, and I don't know if there is more work. No. And here, just to finalize, I will, yeah, if you want to vote for my next tutorial, you can do it in my channel in the studio update, and you can also do it in Facebook. And I count both votes. If you vote in both parts, I will count you double. But yeah, it's something that I'm doing every time. So yeah, if you can vote double if you want, and I will count the votes in Facebook and count the votes in YouTube. Looks like the evocators are going to be the next tutorial. So that's all. I hope you have enjoyed this video where I share the work of the community, of the people that of the work that is being shared in this Facebook page. And if you want to join, I have the link in the description below. So let me go to here, and I will stop sharing. So that's all. I hope you like this video. I like this format, and this next time I will try to inform in advance, and I will see if I open a chat. So I will try to do more that I did not create an event or tell it in advance because I don't know if this was working well or not. I was experimenting. If this goes well, next time I will put the announcement in advance so you can join, and you can also comment during the video. That's all for now. I hope you have liked this video, and the person who is watching, thanks a lot for watching in live. Sorry. And yeah, and I hope you have enjoyed this, and yeah, see you the next month. And yeah, subscribe to the channel if you want to keep if you like what you see here in my channel, all these tutorials and yeah, and all the videos that I put. Leave the comment below. Let me know what do you think. Let me know if you like this format of live for sharing your meters. And as usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.